Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets. I don't know if Bobby's going to be coming. I think he became the last person. I think Bobby Firestone became the last person in the United States to get COVID. I really thought that everybody had it by now, but Bobby is I think the last one. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it here. If so, great. If not, I'm going to be doing this solo, and we're going to go over the 5-game slate. First, we'll a couple of announcements for those that didn't see this in the chat. If you go to the Saber Sim office hours, they did a 2-prong review of my builds from the other day, which I thought was very helpful to me, at least, just to tweak my process a little bit and to help me navigate the Saber Sim system a little bit better. Just a couple of different options. Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's up, man?
I congratulated you. You were the last person in the United States to get COVID.
Seriously.
I'm sure. I don't know if there is another person. So
my mom is the last one.
Okay, the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to again. I was just talking about the thing on Saber Sim where they reviewed my stuff. He gave me a couple of really good ideas, which I'm gonna actually pass along to you guys as it comes up when I do other builds. The other thing that's good is check this out from the early slate. This is very, very good. I got 4th in the 333 over there for 3,000, and I played this Power Alley thing. I got 4th there for 500 and a single entry. The Brewers just always seem to are doing it for me nowadays, but they're 400 runs or whatever. So that was good. And San Francisco went to went to extra innings, and that helped. And there's Temming, who is actually present in the Saber Sim review of my stuff, and I thought it was very, very helpful. A couple of little tweaks that I'm gonna take from it.
Nice.
All right. So what did you look at today or no?
Yeah, I did a morning thing.
Okay. I didn't even see that you did. Okay.
Before I took the COVID test because I just was feeling so awful I could barely talk. It still kind of hurts to talk.
Okay, so let me go over because I haven't looked yet. So I'm going to look now and then build, and you tell me what you think. So right now, first of all, looking outside, Yankee games looks kind of okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's a 5-game slate and at 50% ownership. I mean, you better be right if you play them. I'll just say that. But I have Cortez, Wu. It looks like Cortez and Wu would be the top 2 pitchers, and then what am I getting here? Gibson, Gaussman, and what an awful bunch. Who do you like? Anybody obviously aside from that? Do you have any priorities of those 4?
I don't really like any of the pitchers other than I think Wu is the one I would feel the best about, and I think that I don't even feel especially great about that. But I do like Wu the best of the pitchers, and I think that it's partly I would say Cortez, but I actually kind of like some of the Angels as a way to get different today. So that would be the thoughts that I have. The only reason I don't like Cortez.
I'm not going to make you talk too much.
Sorry, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to
you listen in, and if I have any important thing, I'll ask you. Okay, so again, I'm going to look through my sheets, and then we're going to build right live. So. It looks as though the top 2 stacks as far as raw points are just going to be the Phillies and the Yankees. Again, going after Tyler Anderson. We'll see. And also, as you'll see, projected ownership of those 2 teams seems to be the highest as well. When you look at it by value, anything change at all? Yeah, I mean, these other guys come up here. So Tampa and Toronto would, I guess, be the other 2. So if I had to just pick 4, I guess it would be Yankees, Phillies, Tampa, Toronto. Let me see who these guys are playing. So Toronto is playing Baltimore with Kremer pitching. Tampa is against St. Louis with, I guess it's a bullpen game for St. Louis's side. No, St. Louis is Gibson. Okay. And then Yankees, we talked about they're playing the Angels, and the Phillies are playing the who are they playing? Jordan Montgomery. I don't know. That doesn't sound that great. I mean, I guess there's so few options. I also wouldn't mind uh, getting talked into Baltimore a little bit because Gausman can go both ways. Um, he could be good, but then again, Baltimore can hit the ball pretty good also. Detroit, Seattle, yeah, I guess this is why Brian Wu makes the most sense. He's just got he's got, I guess, the best matchup. And then I guess I would have to ask about Kenta Maeda. I mean, he hasn't really done much in seems like years, but he does have that matchup, against Seattle, and he is a righty, which further exacerbates that matchup. So I don't know. I'm not getting him in my projections or anything like that, but 5-game slate, I believe that anything is possible. Do you like anything specific? Like, is there? I'll give me like one pivot off of say Yankees, Yankees, Philly. I guess yeah. Any pivot off Yankees, Philly that you like?
Baltimore.
There it is. Okay, so
and Seattle is my other team that I like against Detroit.
Okay, so that all makes sense. I like the Baltimore idea. I guess part of probably for a lot of the reasons I said. Pretty obvious that Gausman can go both ways, and that Baltimore has some good hitters. that's the way that goes. As a matter of fact, I mean, look at the hitting in this slate. I mean, like it's not that great,
Yeah.
So I guess that's why the Phillies would kind of show up. He's against like Montgomery's been. I don't know if he's been bad every game, but he's gotten lit up a couple of times. I think he's got a -11, he's got a -8, and it goes to show you also that they'll let him eat it. You know what I mean? Like if he's in trouble, they'll just let him take his lumps, which is good. If you're stacking against it,
Yeah.
Okay.
And Philly's very good against lefties, but I get it with both Philly and the Yankees. My favorite get different pitcher though would be probably Tyler Anderson actually.
Wow.
And it would be bold, but I don't think I think that on these little slates you have to try and find things to get different. So you don't need to do Tyler Anderson with Seattle or Baltimore, but if you're going to play Philly, I think that's the kind of thing you need to do to get different. Because I just think you can't play 30% owned stacks on 5-game slates and consistently be profitable. If you're max entering, you can. If you're not,
the only thing that you can, I would say again, is that Yankee game. Is it yellow orange? Is that what they have?
Yeah, it's a questionable one.
So I don't know what to do with that.
You're the boots on the ground. We need it from you.
I don't know. I mean, we're going out to dinner, so whether it's not like that terrible, but so Saberson was stuck on the optimizer mode, so I don't want to do that. Let's go back to sim, and then we'll run it again. Okay. So again, some other announcements as I just kind of build this thing live is I did the MMA breakdown. Unfortunately, there's two things that are going on. It's like a 10-game slate, which is very, very difficult to get different. And not only that, but there's like a pricing anomaly, which is making somebody basically a free square. Now, again, he still has to win the fight, right? And nothing's 100%, but it's like the equivalent of when Gordon Hayward was 3K. You know what I mean? Like he's going to get there like 75% of the time. So when you already have a 10 fight slate and to have one kind of free square, it makes it very difficult to play, the big GPP without risk getting duped. We're going to try it anyway, and I'm going to do a separate video completely on it, but don't expect too much non-chalk in this week. All right, so
I really think Seattle is like a really logical play that for some reason people aren't doing, I guess. But because Rody's asking about Arizona, I really just think like Seattle and Baltimore being a good way to get different. I think it both makes sense. Hey, also Gausman, you got the former team thing that seems to keep going the hitter's way. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, nothing. I was just saying about MMA. Other stuff coming up this weekend is the return of NASCAR, at least Truck Series and Cup. So we can expect Brandon to be back ready for ready for action. And then the other thing is that, as you guys know, the golf was canceled today, and I hope they play tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Listen, they did the right thing. At least they didn't lock it on us, right? I don't foresee too much difference in what I end up doing, but maybe I'll do another lineup build a little bit later. I'm probably a little under the fields on Sunjay M. But I mean, not excruciatingly under, So I'll do a lineup build and I'll put it up there, just again to keep trying to teach people, I suppose. And that's pretty much all I have. Football is slowly but surely, coming around the corner.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so see, this is what happened. So I ran these things twice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete them all and run them all over again. All right, so let's go back to here, and then we'll go here, and then we will add all contest sims and create them all again. Where are we? Back to build one, and we're gonna run these again. Boom, boom. Okay. I did not look at FanDuel today. I ran projections for it. While this is running, I guess I could look at it. I can't imagine it being too much different. But it looks like Cortez would be the top pitcher.
Yeah.
At 8K flat, followed by I would have Gausman and Wu next.
Right.
Molly does not like Nestor Cortez as much as I do, apparently. She is seriously protesting.
I thought you would come on and just want to talk about the Angels against Cortez because you love playing the Angels and you always. I think isn't Cortez the one you hate?
Cortez is like the only guy I play, I think.
Okay, never mind. Then you don't hate Cortez.
If it was Rodon, I would take the White Sox or whatever.
It's the Rodon.
Okay, so on FanDuel, same thing. Yankees and Philly. And Arizona, Tampa, same shit, so to speak. Okay, so let's see what I get. And again, I'm not gonna fight the power, so to speak. Like if I get like unnatural stacks, it's only a 5-game slate, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Let's see, relay throw. This is like the new little addition that I made, and I took this again from SaberSim. So when I start to like increase the min uniques to try to figure out when to stop, what I do is this use it, and this is coming straight from SaberSim. You do this kind of create this aggregate metric here where you go, I put average and then salary. So what this is going to do is. You see this average salary, not average salary. So what did I do? Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. So we're going to average, not average salary, average projection score. That's what we're going to do. So you see this average projection of these lineups. We're going to watch that go down, like the more min uniques I put in there usually. So the first big gap that I see, that's when I'm going to stop. So here, you might even get a little increase here. So it's still 95.45, still in there. You go to min uniques 3. Hold on, min uniques 3. It goes to didn't do anything. 95.3, so not a big deal. I'm looking for maybe a 1-point drop, maybe, and I'm making that up as far as what's a lot. 95.02, so even that's not too bad, but that's so far the biggest jump. So unless this is a bigger jump than that, all right, that's a 0.5 point. So let's go back. We'll go min uniques 4. And this is just for the lottery, okay? And I'm not even going to look to see the like who I have or even the stack format or anything like that. I'm just going to just run it and just go. And so we'll just save it there. And then we're going to do this for every one of these things. Now, the one thing that he told me I shouldn't be doing is leaving these like all 60 lineups as far as my ranking goes. Like if I'm not going to play like the lottery, like what he's suggesting is that I go like go each one of these, like for these like single entry things that I'm only playing one of, like the battery, the ball, for all these other ones, I'm only playing one entry. So what he suggests is just take the top lineup for each one of them, and then just go and then like delete that each time. But the difference is I have a different setting for each of these. That's the only thing. So like here, like I'm comparing them to high stakes single entry here. This one I'm comparing them to high stakes 20 max. So I'm not going to do that, but I will go to the one lineup thing. Okay, so let's go there. So we'll go to the top lineup, battery single entry. But then it's gonna he wants me to switch them. He wants me to delete this so I don't have the same one in multiple contests. I don't mind that actually. If that's just what I'm gonna get, then that's just what I'm gonna get. That's gonna be my philosophy on that one. Ball 4. And we'll put that one over here. And again, one thing I could do is use the same settings for all these single entry ones and just make sure there are enough lineups. It says to fill. Now this is why I'm not. Oh, because min uniques. Oh, because min uniques 1. Okay, I guess. So now it's saying it's not one will need to be duplicated. See, this is why I have to go back to him and see why I'd be getting that. So I like to keep like my full portfolio of lineups here, and then just keep doing it this way. I think now I don't get a dupe. I have to make a note to ask Andrew about that. But it's so cool. I mean, like you think that I like just breeze through these things. Like, oh my God, Sheets, what are you doing there? I can't even follow what you're doing. When you watch these guys go through it, like Andrew and all them, when this is all they do is do this shit. Yeah. I mean, it's like so smooth. Like the way
I bet.
It's crazy. All right, so the batter's eye, we'll play those 3. And then, oops. And then what am I missing here? I'm missing the qualifier and the warning track. This is the warning track. All right, warning track. Risk-adjusted ROI. Put that here. Yeah, you know what? I might play the Angels after all. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. See
what happens in Seattle.
You put it in my head, and then that's what ended up happening here.
That's funny.
Kremer. That's not that. That's pretty. It's pretty unique here. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just gonna blast. And again, I didn't look at anything yet. Unfortunately, tonight I'm not going to be playing optimally because, as I mentioned, I am going. I'm going to dinner. So that's just listen. And I went through this when I was going through the video. I don't know exactly how much you lose by playing this by not late swapping, but I know it's something. I don't know exactly. If the more you can be around, the better. Oh, you know what we haven't talked about? Did you see the basketball game?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I did.
It was unbelievable, and I have to say that I was one of the people. I did it. I played. I got US plus like 120 when they were down 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I did go for that, and I played that. Well, so this is what I did. So I played that for 500 to win like 600 or something. And then though, when they were up 5 with like a minute to go or something, and the other team had the ball, I was able to get like 15-1 on like Serbia or something.
Oh, so you took a shot, yeah.
So I played like $50 on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whatever. Yeah. So I thought that was probably good value. But it wasn't good value because if you wanted US, it was minus 35 to 1. So it's like it was so minus 3,500 or plus 1,400. So you knew both sides were really bad, but I couldn't help myself. If you give me the ball, that means I need a Jokic score, 1 stop, and then a Jokic possession. I figured it was worth the money, but whatever it is.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great though. That's good. That was such a good game, and I actually was really happy because I did feel like there was too much talk about this team being like invincible, and I like to see them get kind of hit around. And
for sure.
If without Steph Curry going nuts, they would have had no chance tonight.
Yeah.
They would have been down 35. I mean, they just literally could not get a stop for the first half. For the first 3 quarters, actually.
So that's honestly, what is this one? That's honestly all I have for you guys. You know, what is Cortez? Cortez a lefty?
Cortez is lefty, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm getting talked into this business.
Well,
buddy.
now I'm looking off of the only thing I'd say is that this is one night where I would like, if I was playing the knuckleball, I'd probably just take the offenses in the non-weather games. We have three dome games and 2 games. It's hot in St. Louis, but you've got 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from left. It's hot in New York. It's warm enough in New York, and there's risk of weather slightly. And it's 10 miles an hour blowing in, and it's on 7. Well, it's not hot. It's 70 degrees, I guess. But the 10 miles an hour blowing in, I actually think it's the night to play the team in the domes again. Like I always say at the beginning of the year. But
I thought you were going to say the opposite. I thought you were going to say because it's a 4-game slate, just to play the teams in the bad weather. It's like
no, but they're not. But they're not getting dinged for it because it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad enough where they're getting dinged, but because like the Yankees are still going to be the most popular thing. I just think I happen to like obviously the Phillies Diamondbacks is the other logical spot, but I really happen to like Seattle, and I actually could I don't have any issues with either side from Toronto and Baltimore.
All right, so I'm definitely unique. I'm unique, I guess, because I have 50 lineups played, and 6 of them have Aaron Judge. So I just looked up Aaron Judge as kind of like a proxy for what I have. Ooh, there's one. Oh, this is annoying. So there's the Seattle game. They don't have lineups out, right?
Yeah.
When does that start?
Starts at 10.
Oh, I'll be back.
Oh no, 9:40. 9:40.
9:40 is gonna be rough. Kind of gambling a little bit here with that one.
But I mean, it is a day where usually you can occasionally see different lineups. So
you can see some funny business. All right, we'll
Cal Raleigh lineup.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I might miss it. Well, again, nobody accused me of playing perfectly every night, so this is going to be one of those. And of course, I could just not play, but yeah, that's funny. All right. I guess I don't have anything else for you guys. Watch for the kind of the one-off videos of like other sports and other things I just kind of think about along the way, guys. Make sure you subscribe or like or whatever it is you do to YouTube to make sure you get notified when a new thing comes up. Because I've been putting like some new things up there, and I'm not saying you have to like walk around 24/7 to hey, when Sheet's putting up another video, but if you I don't know if you see a notification for something you think you might enjoy. I mean, there is like kind of new stuff coming up there, and most everything I'm doing, I'm trying to make it so that you can get some use from it after the slate. So if you miss it, you can go back and look for it again, just to see how lineups get constructed and even how to analyze things. I'm doing my best to solve this puzzle that we kind of created like a couple of years ago when we started this thing, to try to figure out what the best thing to put up to people is, so we're trying. By the way, I put together my first NFL Millie Maker lineup today.
Oh my God, really?
I'll show you what I did. I couldn't play any rookies because I had no idea who they are.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. My first one, I played a Houston stack with Stroud, Collins, and Tank Dell. Ran it back with Michael Pittman. And then the running backs I played were just like old dusty guys like that people don't think can play anymore, I guess. So Kamara and James Conner. And I put a one-off, went double tight end with Dawson Knox and Pat Freiermuth, and $2,500 Denver defense. That's going to be my first lineup. My
God, I got to start building. I think my problem is if I do it, I'll have 150 made by the end of the night.
No, I think this is like $5. I had a ticket also.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the winner. I don't even know if any of these people are actually starting this year or playing, but these are the guys I heard of from last year. So I heard Stroud had a good year last year. So
I want to point out a couple of really crazy NFL bets just really quickly. Yeah. There's no reason why is Lamar Jackson 15-1 to win the MVP?
Oh, you mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
How is that possible? Why? And also, I mean, even you could argue Mahomes is even getting good odds at 475 because he's going to win every third year. One of those guys is going to win basically every year. But I thought that was just kind of crazy.
Let's take a quick look at this. Let's take a look at some of these futures. No, let's do Rookie leaders, season specials. Let's see. We got to find this. Team props, player specials, right? You think that's it?
I think it's
No. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is just for the one game.
it's like awards. I can't remember what it is on there.
Season high totals. Regular season individual 490. That's ridiculous. So let's see. Player stats, milestones, futures. Conference winner, number 1 seed, champion specials. Oh, exact results. What did we do? Arizona against who in the baseball?
Oh, against Texas. Texas.
Texas. Okay. San Francisco, Kansas City, 25-1. You can run that back.
It's actually probably reasonable.
Oh, they're all terrible. I promise you.
Anything with Kansas City, just in general, is going to be the most. Just you should always try to have KC against whoever.
How about San Francisco to beat Miami at 90-1?
That seems like another one that I could totally see happening.
I mean, Miami, that's a good coach. You know,
it's a good coach. There's a lot to like there. That's one of the favorites. Wow, you get pretty good odds on almost all of them. I mean, like
it certainly seems that way, but
yeah, something's wrong with it. But
well, I'll tell you this: I think that San Francisco. Oh my God, you telling me that San Francisco over the Jets is only 80-1?
How about either the Baltimore over San Francisco or San Francisco over Baltimore? Because I'm pretty sure San Francisco is going to. I mean, they're certainly going to be the favorite to win the NFC.
How's Dallas supposed to be this year?
I think it's just up in the air to a lot of people right now. But
okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so how about this? So you're telling me that Jets to beat the Niners is more likely than the Niners beating Miami?
That's crazy. I understand people are hyped about the Jets, but
are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they were last year too. But then
Aaron Rodgers, maybe he'll play like 2 games this year.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't playing healthy before this. Like, I don't know why we assume he's going to get older and all of a sudden be able to stay healthy. And he was getting worse.
The other thing I would mention to you, by the way, is that I did win that qualifier in tennis, by the way, yesterday.
Oh, beautiful!
The one that we were sweating. So
there's a big tournament. When is the big tournament probably for the Open?
It's like during the Open.
Yeah.
It's during the Open. I have 2 seats so far. I'm gonna try to get another one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Get out of here. Get some dinner. Feel better. You will survive. But it will be a nasty flu, and then you might feel like you got hit by a truck for like a week or so.
Yeah.
But you'll come out on the other side, and like I said, you're going to start winning now. That's what happens.
I know. I think it's lucky. And the other good news, my grandfather no longer has it.
Oh, let's go. Well, you know what? It's like the movie. It's like the movie Thinner. Like he gave it to you. You know, like he put his hand in the pie, right? And then you took the hand out of the pie, right? Right.
That's funny.
You could start watching Wolf Like Me now.
Oh, Wolf Like Me. What's funny? I actually was going to text you about it until I realized I was going to come on. So I am happy you reminded me. Now I have something to watch.
Okay.
I need to do it in a show.
Yeah. I think it's up your alley. We'll see. I'll talk to you later.